Hey guys, Brain Freeze Laser here. In this video I'm going to talk to you guys about basically some of the cards that were hit on the ban list that people have been talking about were hit unfairly, and essentially I'm going to clarify as to why it isn't unfair and why you need to kind of just move on, because this has happened forever and you're going to basically shift into another deck. So it goes along the line of basically, is Yu-Gi-Oh dying? Is this going to cause something to make you quit? Essentially what Konami does is they limit and ban cards that are popular in a powerful deck or multiple powerful decks so they can facilitate you buying the new set. This has been stated by a bunch of people. I'm sure your Yugi channel has said it, Slim X has said it, Galactic God has said it. Enough people have said it to where you should understand this. So if you don't understand it, it's either because you're not listening or because you're a new player. And this is mainly for the new people, not for the people who just want to act retarded. Konami hits things to make money. Konami hits cards to make you buy new deck types. And so either you have to say, I understand this, and roll with the punches and play a different deck, or adapt your deck to play in a new version, a new build, and understand that your deck isn't always going to be top tier. The deck you like isn't always going to be top tier. The deck that you want to play won't always be top tier unless you are always playing the top tier deck. So, when Teledad was around and that got hit, it was still pretty top tier. And then got hit again, and something else came out. Blackwings, X-Sabers, Infernities, Heroes, Dino Rabbit, Synchron, plants. A lot of people played Debris Dragon and that plant build and complained, and then they just shut up. They stopped. They played something else. Tour Guide came out. Tour Guide is going down to 2, so that's going to be a little slower. Basically, Dino Rabbit in general is slowing down a little bit, and I don't think it really got hit hard enough. They either needed to limit the big, the big tins that they were going to release, but if they limited those, nobody would buy the tins. Why are you going to buy a bunch of tins if your monster is limited to one that you're getting at the tin? Obviously the Excalibur guy is to promote the new set, and the Leviars and the Logias, not the Leviars, sorry, the Logias and Dolkas and Logias are obviously to facilitate you in buying the tin, in hopes that maybe you'll pull a Rescue Rabbit out of your tin and you'll be able to play that deck. Tour Guide's out, is just being reprinted, so now you can buy that. It just facilitates sales. And then by next list, Tour Guide will be down to 1, Rabbit will be down to 1, or those Dino Rabbit Exceeds will be down to 1, whatever. After they've made their money, those things will be down to 1. And will that cause you to quit the game? Probably not. You'll probably switch over or migrate to a new deck. I really liked Teledad, and after that got hit, I stopped playing. I didn't want to really play anything else. There wasn't anything else I wanted to play. I didn't really have the money to buy another deck or anything like that. Hero Spark or Gemini Heroes. That was a pretty cheap deck to build, and I had most of the stuff already anyway, so I built that. I thought it was really cool. One of my friends who used to play more often, or I don't know if he still plays or not, but he played the water version with the Divas and the Gillman and the Sea or whatever, the 3-drop that you could get with Diva. And he played the Absolute Zeros, that version. He played a watery version of it, and I thought that deck was amazing. And then my friend went and looked up the Japanese version of it, and it was a more light build, and a kind of chaos variant. And then it was even more amazing. And then that deck got overshadowed by X-Sabers, Infernities, Froggy OTK, and Lightness Darkness, Chaos Dragons, I guess, the older Chaos Dragons. So, decks become powerful, decks become weaker. I still like, the hero deck, and the hero deck's powerful again, it's just doesn't run G-Sparks and all that shit. So, play what you want to play, but just don't complain about stuff being hit all the time. I've been through so many formats, and it just gets old about, people complaining about, oh, I'm gonna quit the game. Oh, this is what's gonna make me quit the game. This is unfair. They hit my favorite deck. Well, either quit the game or adapt. So essentially, yeah, a lot of people are saying that Rabbit getting hit is an unfair hit on Konami's part. That Tour Guide getting hit is unfair. And essentially, that deck is still fairly playable. It's pretty playable. I think it's actually really playable. It's still viable. Inzectors is dead. You can't play. You basically can't play Inzectors anymore. You know, I'm not challenging anybody to make a deck or anything, but you know, if there is a viable Inzectors deck out there still, I would like to see it, but I don't think that there's anything. There probably isn't going to be a viable Inzectors deck. Chaos Dragons, I don't think is dead either. I think another reason that they basically limited Chaos Sorcerer to 1 was so that you wouldn't replace the dragons with sorcerers. You know, you wouldn't just go, oh, let me, you know, those dragons, you know, oh, Red Eyes Darkness Metal is gone. I'm just going to replace it with Chaos Sorcerers or a BLS or something. So maybe they did that for that reason. Bryo's gone. You know, obviously the Bryo card loop or whatever from Japan and the new water deck coming out was going to be a problem if America had it and Japan didn't, or maybe not. You know, maybe you don't really think that is, but you know, Konami obviously banned it over there, so we're going to get it banned too before we even get to play it. And Future Fusion being gone facilitated a lot of OTKs. Now it's gone, so those OTK opportunities are gone. You know, essentially, my point is that they want you to play Heroics. They want you to play the new water deck. They want you to play Black Wings, and they want you to play the spellcasters that are coming out, the Prophecy monsters. So just either adapt your deck, play a new version of something that's similar to what you are already playing, but just learn, you know, just learn what to do, and you know, maybe something will come out that makes your deck good again. But just don't whine about it and blame other people for your deck being bad now. You know, it's happened forever. People have to dealt with it all throughout Yugi. You know, so that's something that comes with the game. I guess in the comment section below, what I really want to know is, do you think that it was unfair that cards like Tour Guide and Rescue Rabbit are hit to 2, while Insectors is also basically a dead deck? Or do you think that this is something that needed to happen to facilitate a change in the meta? Or basically, in a more simpler term, is, do you think that Konami should have hit those decks to make the meta more balanced, or do you think they should just let it be the way it is and bring out some new cards that kind of counteracted those cards? I'm going to be posting my Twitter in the description box below. As always, you can subscribe here on YouTube. And thanks for watching.